Hey guys, Cameron here with Emerson House Buyers. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build up a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years. And wanted to about something that seems to be coming up more and more when I talk to new investors or somebody that's not real familiar with the real estate game or is looking to get into it. And it's, you were able to buy all these properties, or how did you buy all these properties um, with your high income? I don't have the income. I don't have this great job to be able to buy these properties. And everybody says, well, you do. You have a good job, a high earning job, and you can afford to buy these properties. So I'm going to tackle that on this video because it's a myth. It's not. It has nothing to do with getting the real estate that I've got in the time, buying the real estate I have in the allotted time. It has nothing to do with it. If you're going about it conventionally and you buy real estate via 20% down, absolutely, the people with the highest earning jobs would be able to buy the most real estate. But that's just not the case. I know people who don't make maybe 30 or 40, $50,000 a year that are buying real estate. And there is no way that on my income alone I would have been able to buy the property that I bought if it wasn't for some of this creative financing. So how did I do it? You'll have to go back and watch some of these other videos, but basically it boils down to creative financing using these low and no money down strategies, hustle, and discipline. Put a lot of time in, a lot of time learning these strategies. And that's the hustle piece. The discipline piece is doing these things that sucked, putting out bandit signs, going to talk to people that I knew I couldn't buy their home, but just to sharpen my communication skills and sharpen skills on the negotiating table or on the sales table in front of people. That was hugely. I mean, just the discipline of doing these routine habits. I got another video about habits versus goals. When you actually sit down and you have a goal, but you have to break it down into daily habits. And that takes discipline. And discipline not to spend all this excess money you have. It doesn't matter if you're coming out of school and you make 50 grand, 30 grand, 150 grand. You have to have discipline to not spend all your money. People who come out with six-figure salaries are living in high rises and spending $2,000 or $3,000 a month on rent. You'll never have any money left over. I mean, after taxes and everything's taken out, you'll never have enough money left over to invest if you are looking at conventionally. If you look at the conventional strategies, you can't do that, but it takes discipline. It definitely helps. Do not get me wrong. It helps to have a high paying job, and it definitely allows you some more flexibility. It gets you great financing, but it is not the sole reason. I think that's something people kind of create, like this limiting belief or excuse they want to throw up. Well, I don't have a high paying job, so I can't afford to do this. I just shuts their brain off immediately. That's not true. You have to get in the mindset that there's a way. You got to quit saying, I can't do it, and say, how can I do it? And you've heard it from Robert Kiyosaki. You've heard it from guys on Bigger Pockets. It's whether it's going to create that creative side of your brain or turn on that creative side of your brain or shut it off. So hustle, discipline, and the creative financing strategies. So it takes really all three, but the high paying job, I'll say one thing that it did help me over somebody maybe making $30,000 to $50,000 to $60,000 a year is it allowed me some cheap financing, and it allowed me to get over into the hard money, over to the private money, and basically working with credit unions now more quickly, because you have to watch your debt to income ratio. But once you get properties filled, it actually gets easier. So your debt to income actually goes down because your income comes up so high. So every property I buy, my debt to income actually goes down because my income increases with the property. So if your debt to income's too high, the percentage, I think it's 35. Some people do 30, some people do 37, whatever it is. But mine goes down every time I buy a property because I'll buy a $100,000 property that rents for $1,500. And that's how I'm able to keep stacking and keep going. It has nothing to do with high paying job. I lived, and maybe a few friends that are watching this can attest to this. They'll know exactly. Some of them will know. Some of them were there when I came down and rented a 4-bedroom house, and we had 7 people living in it. And we were all paying $350 a month in rent. It was the hustle to get all that down, pay student loans down, pay off some bad debt, and then get started in this, and have the discipline to spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month in marketing. You know, that's where the hustle and stuff comes in this grit and discipline, and then using these strategies. The income might have accelerated that, but I'm telling you right now, if you think for 1 minute that your income limits you from buying property, it's just not true. So just wanted to dispel that myth, guys and gals. If you have any other questions, let me know. Always taking questions. If that made sense, let me know. If it didn't make sense, let me know. If you say I'm full of crap, let me know. Love to hear your guys' feedback on this, and always looking to engage with you guys. So enjoy it. Hope you guys found this valuable. If you did, share it with somebody. Just looking to add value to the real estate community. Thanks, guys. See you next week.